Okay, so this is one of the 3D prints that we weren't happy with. Looks pretty good to start with. Base has come out well. It's got foliage which doesn't bend too much. Places well with the miniature, if I can get it to balance. There we go. Eventually. And everything looks pretty good. If you look at the features, it's come out pretty clear. You've got nice barbarian strands coming off the face. This is good bits of tufty hair. The spear's a bit wonky. That's purely because of the way it's been held in a bag. And there are a few flash points here that I haven't taken off yet on the spear. And there's a reason for that, because although the tail is beautiful, the cloth is lovely, exactly as it should be, the front loincloth is as it should be. If you look on the hammer, on the underside that you don't see, the hammer is not straight. Which means, as far as I'm concerned, and as far as Warfigure goes, that is not a perfect print. I'm certain that somebody will be able to quite happily take a scalpel to that, make it work. That's going to be fine for them. But I wouldn't send that to a customer. That is not a perfect print. In fact, that's going in the shop for a £5 buy, marked to say that it has a jutting shear under hammer. Hopefully somebody's going to enjoy a bargain. That's not the worst of these Minotaurs. This is my Eleanor, as in the one that got away. This one has caused me so many problems it's untrue, but each one has been part of a learning curve. So, as you can see on this one, the blade is good but has got a couple of notches in it. The shield is good, the features are pretty good and well defined, the arrows are excellent, there are 4 of them, the flights look good, the tail hairs look good. If you look carefully, on the inside of the shield there's a little bit of loss of definition, but the thing that means that this is no good might have caught your eye. Where the falcon touches the falconer should be a pair of legs, and this print might be play ready, but it's not ready to send out because the falcon doesn't have complete definition. So I printed some more. There's that one. There's the base. Here's another one. Fantastic. Good definition. Sword's a bit bendy because it's done with anti-aliasing. However, the backpack, the shield, broke on this, the back shield. So our best bet was to chop it up. It looks very pleasing, but it's not what somebody would order. Therefore, although the legs are much better defined on the falcon, you see that just about, it's no good for anyone that we would send to. That's in shop only. Number 2, this is after a couple of failures. Here's number 3, and the falcon. Hugely disappointing. Great precision, terrible durability. If you can hear squealing, by the way, it's a kid having fun, I promise you. Also, that very poor durability has come out on the backside as well. The tail's not well defined, the braids of hair are not well defined, and the end braid is missing. That'll be sold for bahts. Here's number 4. Looking good so far. Looking very good. Not quite right. That kid is having a load of fun. The hair braid has snapped off at some point, which means this is not what somebody would order, not for retail. Here's number 5. This one looks fantastic. It's got excellent precision on all of the bits that I'm looking at. The face is well detailed, the falcon's got good legs, the shield is complete. The hair, however, the tail, did that. Not for retail. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here are the next batch. Number 6. Looks good. Good precision. Excellent detail on the falcon legs. You can actually see the fingernails on the hand. You might not be able to see it from there, but you can see the fingernails on the clawed hand of the falconer. Unfortunately, although everything else is pretty good, there is some lack of detail there, and that front clasp has curved up. Possibly forgivable, not for retail. Here's another one. Excellent detail all round. The hair braids on the inside of the shield aren't perfect, but the falcon itself is. The flights are perfect. The sword's got a couple of chunks where the struts have not been released correctly. However, it fits with the Viking theme, so it's not terrible. Unfortunately, that front clasp is curved badly. No good. Not for retail. At one point, even the bases started interfering with the prints, leading to a complete failure. So here is the latest. A correct, fully featured print where the clasp works in the correct way. I've already taken off the struts on the sword. The shield is beautifully formed. The hair and the hair braids work correctly. The fingernails can be seen on the hand. The legs of the falcon are a piece of artwork, if I say so myself. However, I now have to get this out of the struts. If you do the struts well, you should be able to just pinch and peel. I've left this curing far too long, and so I should have done this earlier. Let's hope that I don't pull the falcon off when I pull the struts that hold the falcon up off. There is a little bit of a technique to this. You do a kind of pinch pull on lots of the teeny tiny struts. Ooh, shield detail not quite as perfectly round as I'd like. Might just be flashes of light, and I think there's tiny flashes, in fact, of resin that could do with being honed down very slightly. Come on, Eleanor. Gone in 60 seconds, by the way. That's why it's called Eleanor. If you haven't seen it, Not maybe the greatest of losses, but that's where it comes from. Right. Hold on, Tiggs. I'm videoing. So while that's lovely, I'm not sure everybody else wanted to know that. You've been having fun in the sun? Right. I am deliberately leaving the last struts to be the ones on the falcon. And this strut goes in between the hair braids and the tail. I want to be careful. I've got big clodhopper hands and big clodhopper feet, so I've got to go extra careful. Right. Fingernails, thing of beauty. Hairy kilt. No, it's not a hairy kilt, but it's fur-lined leather tabard. But hairy kilt nonetheless. Absolutely wonderful. Is it a kilt if it's female? Probably not. Right. Technical tools for a technical job. Use a pen. Try that again. This is what happens if you overcure it. Everything becomes super stiff, which is great, but without quite the same amount of flex, it's not quite as easy to pull off the struts. They literally bond in place. The reason that this is my Eleanor is because the wings of the falcon have to be supported, but the legs of the falcon are the same size or smaller than the legs of the struts. I'll try again. As ever, there is more of an art than a science to the best of these. And this one is the one that keeps getting away from me. Not production ready. Beautiful fingernails, no falcon. If you order one of these, it will arrive damn near perfect. But be prepared, you may have to put up with very slight melding of legs to the arm. Easy to paint, not quite perfect. because none of these are acceptable as far as I'm concerned for clients. Next time, Eleanor.